My name is Alistair Seabrook. I'm the Senior Minister at Dundas Tilapia Anglican Church, soon to become the Shepherd's Wharf Anglican Church here in Rydalmere. When I arrived at Dundas Tilapia, the church had two sites. Both had buildings from the 1960s, and it became clear early on that actually neither of those sites could be redeveloped easily to make them more accessible, and so we started then on a more ambitious project, which was to sell everything we had and to look at purchasing a new site and building something better suited to modern ministry, particularly for children and young people. So this site, 32 South Street, had a warehouse and office building that appealed to us because the office building was easy to transform into a ministry centre, and the warehouse behind provided a revenue for the church but also an option for future expansion. This part of Rydalmere is going to grow like 30% in the next 20 years, so it sets the church up really well to witness to the Lord Jesus in the years to come. As you can see behind me, the building is very nearly complete. It's an unusual building because the auditorium is upstairs, and that's because we wanted the first kind of view of the building during the week to be where all the activity is. You want them to see the activity rooms where there's a group happening looking at the Bible, and there's another group learning English, and there's a play group with parents and carers and small children. I'm hoping that that's going to help us connect people through those steps. So they come on site for an activity like Everyday English. They get an opportunity to then maybe come back and join a course where they can learn more about who Jesus is and what it would mean for them to follow him. And then they can be invited into Sunday gatherings with us. So it kind of joins up all the things that we're seeking to do as a church in the local community in one place.
One thing we've learned about is the incredible capacity of our congregation, a little congregation, to give sacrificially. And I think the excitement for me is we can honour that legacy of practical ministry and of really being diligent, prayerful, sacrificial, seeking to love the people in our area and reach out to them.
Oh, it feels surreal to see it almost complete. It's so exciting. We have great outreach opportunities here. This is right in the heart of the suburb where lots of people from the church live, and this is a community who needs to know God.
The whole journey, I think, has been worth it. It's been worth it because we've achieved many things. Despite all the meetings, all the angst, all the heartaches, we've actually ended up with a building that's very fit for purpose for not only our congregation but for the community well into the future.
Many people have become Christians as a result of coming. They're the most wonderful group of friends you could ever have. It's wonderful, wonderfully promising.
So when we were moving out of St Andrews, we took out the foundation stone, and unbeknownst to everybody was this letter written by the rector of the parish at the time, Reverend Emery. And I love the description of the church, which I just want to read to you now. The churchmanship is distinctively evangelical. The congregation is noted for the warmth of its Christian love. The aim of its varied ministry is the winning of men and women, boys and girls to Christ, the building up of believers in their faith, and the lifting up and glorifying of the Lord Jesus Christ. I love that because that's the church that I lead. And so when we found this and we read that letter, I thought that the DNA of the church from the 1960s had been carried through by the faithful men and women at Dundas Tilapia over those decades, and that's still the character of the church today. And I feel so privileged to be their pastor and to have led them through this. God did it. Yeah, for all the people who've been involved, for all the hours of meetings, for all the money and everything else and all the processes, God did it, and we give him the glory.